Okay, so this is the other branch, and again, you start with your structural. So we just go down with this structural branch all the way through here, and we'll see that we have this first guy that's kind of crooked and a little bit off jagged. So we're going to eliminate him right off. Okay, this one that's coming off, we're going to eliminate. Kind of want to keep this one, but again, see my directional bud? I'm going to cut probably a 1/2 inch. You could go less if you want. And that's about 30 centimeters right there. Keep that little stubby up top because that's fruit. This one is a weak one, so we're going to take him out. And again, you can leave this little stubby because he won't really grow that much. You could leave this guy. He is kind of weak, so cut him right about there. 30. Again, you may want to leave some of these, but get rid of like maybe that guy. Again, this one comes out, which is fine, but obviously this one goes up and hits, so we're going to eliminate it altogether and bring it back to a directional, which is pointing up at 30. Leave that little stubby because that's fruit. Come through and you see the spacing between this one and this one is about 6 inches, 5 inches. You know, that's good. So we'll keep this guy and we'll cut him to about there, 30, and we'll cut him off there. Okay. Now this lower branch is a little too low for me, so I'm going to go through and cut it right off. And now that means my structural goes from here now all the way up, and all that's fruit, so I'm going to leave that. I see a lot of individual spacing, so if I come up here and cut this, that will eliminate this from intersecting with that. So that's what I'm going to do. And then probably going to keep this guy, get rid of this guy right here. Keep him, get rid of him, keep him, get rid of him, keep him. But again, I'm going to cut these back to about 30 centimeters. Okay, you see the spacing that I'm doing? Probably eliminate him. Okay, right here, we're going to cut off that end piece. We're going to keep him at a directional 30. And again, right there, you see how fast that goes? Now I almost got that whole bottom structural branch, and I'll come off to the side right here next. I'll keep this one, but I'll cut them at a directional downwards 30. Keep him, but I'll tag him a little low. Eliminate him. Keep him at a directional 30. Maybe tag that guy off. Get rid of this because he's going to interfere with that. Now, I have 3 possibilities. I could let all 3 go out the way they want, or I could go downwards, or I could cut the downwards, and I could cut this guy, and I could do a directional 30 upwards. So, as you can see, there's endless possibilities. And again, I'm not even on the ladder yet. I'm just doing the stuff I can hit from the ground first, you know? And when I get up top, it may be different. Let me get my glove on here. Okay, my glove's on now. Sorry about that. Okay, so right here, again, this guy's looping down. I'm going to go back to my structural, come out, eliminate that little guy, get rid of him, keep all this fruiting spur, keep him but tag him low, keep this guy but take these directionals off and cut him at a directional 30, eliminate this guy. And if the fruiting spurs are getting too out of control, eliminate them. This guy, do a directional 30 that way. And again, right here, you could keep him, but you really want to try to eliminate him through just one way. This guy you could keep, but I'm going to get rid of. This downward one, kind of want to get rid of altogether. I'm going to keep this guy going up. Eliminate this guy. Cut the dead wood out. Keep him at 30. Bam, look at that. See how fast that was? And now, all we have to do is get on the ladder. Look at this one that's coming right at me. Okay, so again, you always start from the base of the frame for structural pruning. Start right here. We're going to work ourselves on this guy. So this is all fruiting spurs. We're going to keep this first one at a directional 30 going down right there. This second one we're going to eliminate because it's crossing and touching. Okay, pretty simple. We're going to keep this guy at a directional 30 going out. But now we have two main ones and nothing on this side. So anything on this side we're going to try to keep. Anything coming this way we're going to try to keep. So we're going to keep this guy right there. We're going to go up. We're going to see him coming out. And we need stuff on this side. So we're going to cut him right at that directional bud right there. Again, about 30 centimeters. Same thing here. And same thing there. Bam. Okay. The next one is this guy in the back. Which, the only thing I actually see that needs to go is that one little branch off the back. And we'll deal with the rest of him. This guy goes up. We're going to keep this directional 30 going up to about there. We're going to eliminate that little guy and cut him off at 30 centimeters. Same thing. Bam. Woo. Cold up here. So now that leads us into this guy. And we can see that all these big fruiting spurs we're going to eliminate. We're going to probably keep these little guys for now. Keep them, maybe eliminate that guy. So this is our first one. We'll keep him on a downward spiral. The directional is downwards. The next one we'll keep because he's going, no, actually we're going to eliminate him because he'll infuriate with the rest. We'll keep him right at a directional going upwards. Again, we're going to eliminate two of them. This guy and this guy right there. And, well, look at that. We're not even on this branch yet, but we can tell it's going to cross. So we're going to eliminate him from down below. And we're going to cut him like that, so his last bud is pointing up. We're going to go through and see that this one and this one right here are too close, so we're going to eliminate him. And again, we're going to probably keep this guy, eliminate that guy, eliminate that guy, eliminate that guy, and do so it can go up. Bam, that branch is done. See how fast that was? Okay, so next one. See these little guys right here? Yeah, well, we're gonna delete them. Leave all of these two. Leave this one, but let it go downwards. Again, this is our new directional. Let it go out so the bud's that way. Okay. Now, this third guy that's coming out with nothing but fruit. Do we leave it? And look right here. I saw him right up top. I'm going to eliminate him pretty fast. So the question is, do we leave that curvy guy? I'm going to say no. So you want to cut him right there. Make sure he comes out. Okay? Because you see, now that opens up that whole area. And we can easily go through and see that this one is crossing in front of this guy over here. So we're just gonna automatically delete him. And now we're gonna go on to our third one. Let's move the ladder. So again, it's just common sense, the 3Ds, but you actually want to leave it a little bit cluttered. So it makes sense. If you know how to prune apple and pear, once you learn how to prune pear, plum comes pretty close to being second. Okay, so now we're on to this guy. We go up, hit our first one. He's automatically in the way. So, I mean, look, he's running into everything. So we're going to eliminate him right here at the base. Get him out of there. This longer stuff, that's all your fruiting wood, but it's kind of too long. So we're going to eliminate some of those. We're going to keep our first runner branch right. No, I think we're going to eliminate two. Bam. Eliminate that big guy. We're going to keep this first one about 30 centimeters going outwards. The second one we're going to eliminate because he's just too close. And he's on the same run. Bam. Got rid of him. Gonna keep this guy. No, we're not. Gonna get rid of this guy right there. There we go. Gonna get rid of this fruiting one. Okay. You're like, wow, why are you doing that, Gordon? Again, we're gonna keep this guy, but a directional 30 going up. We're gonna eliminate. Yeah, no, we're gonna keep him. We're gonna eliminate all of that and have another directional 30 going up right there. So it's gonna look like that. This guy off to the back here, we actually want to keep, but a directional 30 going up again. And bam. Okay, so now we only have a couple left. See how it's already playing together? So let's go around and try to get those last couple. And again, my ladder I only have set for about 4 foot, and I'm only going up about 3 feet right now, or 1 meter for you who are in the metric world. This is where it gets fun. Last 2 branches, and the sun is competing against us. Okay. Obviously, you want to be careful and get out all this dead stuff. Okay. So we got this one guy left, and he's going to go pretty fast. So we're going to start from the base right here. We're going to work up, maybe eliminate a couple of these guys. You know, anything going in towards itself. And this is our first main branch. We're going to keep him at a directional 30 centimeters right there. We're going to keep this one actually too, because even though they're close together, he's going in a different direction. We're going to cut him right about there. And then we're going to go up. We're going to see this guy. Eliminate him. Eliminate him. And we're going to, right there. Look at that. You see how simple that was? Okay. Now, on to the next one. This is pretty much all fruiting wood if you look at it all the way through. But, you know, you just want to eliminate some of the competition so some can fruit, you know. So you're going to leave all that. You're going to get rid of this. You're going to cut these back to about there. Bam. Now, we only have 1 branch left, and we're all like, it's that branch. And it's like, yeah, so let's reposition. Hi, it's me. It's one branch. But the issue, and try not to ruin your suckers when you're on the ground here. And look at that, right there. That's almost 1 meter of growth that I took off. Again, plum trees love nothing more than to grow, which is okay. That's fine. Let them grow. Just, they have to be directional. Okay. Okay, so now, again, you're just going to go through and lightly take off some of the bigger stuff that wasn't really fruiting the best last year. And then you're going to go up a directional 30. Now, when I mean a directional 30, cut in the direction you want your bud to go. So if your bud's on this side, it's going to grow on that side the most. And then you're going to eliminate other stuff like this. Probably that stuff in the middle. You're going to do a directional 30 that way. And then this guy, directional 30. Now, I'm going to try to get down because I'm pretty sure we are done the pruning. Okay. I'm going to leave the ladder there. Look at the difference. It's still a little cluttered. Okay, that, you know. And some people would even go through and say, well, you should eliminate this guy and this guy in the back. But hey, I say there's enough air going through there. There's going to be enough sunlight. It's not going to try to compete and get new growth because it already has last year's growth. So if it wants to be a little cluttered, let it be a little cluttered. It's not meant to be an apple. It's meant to be a plum. So now, as you can see, this guy looks pretty dang good if you ask me. The only one that I may eliminate is this guy right in the middle. I think him and him I would eliminate. But I'm going to keep them. You're like, why? Why would you keep those? Because there's nothing to the tree, so I might as well keep it and see if it survives. Because God's blessed me with it. And I'm going to go warm up, but maybe this is the Honeycrisp. That center is going to come out and we're going to select pick just like we did there. But this is an apple, so this is different pruning altogether. And then this pear, as you can see, has multiple central leads. We're going to do him, but he's going to be a special episode because pears are very tricky. And it's taken me a while just to get him to where he's at, or for God to get it to where it's at, not me. So this is another episode. Hopefully you learned something about pruning. Pruning plums. Plum trees over there that you didn't know before, or maybe it recapped your memory on something that you forgot. So God bless. Or out.